Hello traders, welcome back to the channel. This is Janoy with Trading the Charts Pro, and guys, we're back with one more session of market outlook. Guys, I'm so happy to be here, one more session with you guys. We're gonna break down the overall market, and I'm gonna share with you guys my thought process as to the overall market right here right now, guys. This all right, guys, so we're right here looking at the S&P 500, and my God, guys, we've been talking about the S&P 500 at least last week. We were, what are we expecting to see right here right now inside this market? And guys, we have been in a very, very nice uptrend. The market is super bullish, which is nice. Last time we were right inside this area, we were very concerned, is this market going to double top right here, or were we going to build the bull flag that we saw right inside this area? Guys, we got the bull flag, we got the breakout, and now we are all the way up. We've smashed the 4,000 target that we had, from a couple months back for the market. We have also smashed the 4,096 or 90 target for the S&P 500. Right now the S&P is at 4,128, right? But what should we do next? The market has been running nicely, guys. As a technical trader, our job is to find the low risk trade, whether we're trading the index or we're trading individual stock. Our one job, guys, is to find support, buy at support, and start to sell at resistance. All right, so when we look at the overall market, this is good. The market is bullish. We have identified our uptrending resistance, and here we are smashing our head right above, right into that level. Does this mean that the market cannot go higher? No, that's not what it means. We can also break out of this level and continue to move in a parabolic fashion to the upside. One thing we have to understand is that the higher the market continues to move is the greater the risk becomes. So if you are long this market, you have to continuously trail your profits up to the upside by moving your stop loss up or using a automatic stop loss that trails your profit either by 10 points, 5 points, 1 point, whatever it is you like. Right here, right now, guys, I've already started to roll out of some stocks that have, run up a lot. They're a bit extended. When we look at the S&P 500 right here, we're, stretching ourselves away from the moving averages. And I'm starting to become a little bit cautious right here, right now, because where is the support? The S&P 500, the support is into the 50 EMA. Every time we see market pullback 50 EMA, nice support, nice bounce, that's where we want to be buying to go long. So now that the market is all the way up here, I'd like to see this market pull back down at least to 4,000, 100 points, 128 points, pull back 4,000, and then we look to get a bounce and we continue moving higher. All right, so for the S&P 500, that's what we're looking at right now. Market is extremely healthy, but remember, when things are going good, this is where we want to start taking some profit and start looking for those stocks that has not run up as much and start to roll into those. All right, so moving on over to the NDX, which is NASDAQ. Guys, we've been talking about this for weeks upon weeks upon weeks, right? Once you understand the pattern, there is nothing else you need to look for in this market but the pattern. All right, we saw this inverse head and shoulders pattern building in the tech sector or the overall tech index, and we were looking for this breakout of the second shoulder, and we knew The moment we got the breakout of the second shoulder, then we would have started to get the next move up to the upside. All right, so now that tech has practically completed the inverse head and shoulders pattern, what are we looking at? Well, right now we're staring a horizontal support, no, a horizontal resistance right in its face. We're looking down the barrel of a 50 caliber right now. Does this mean we're gonna get our head blown off? No, we can actually break out. So if tech is able to break out of this 13,845 level, guys, we're looking for tech to make a new all-time high. Do I believe this is possible? I 100% believe that tech can break out and make a new high. Tech is a beast. However, I don't want to get too excited yet. I want to see this thing break out of the 13,852 level, 845 right inside this zone. If we break out of this, then I'm looking for tech to make a new all-time high of 14,500. All right, and what that would just simply be tech running back up into this very strong uptrending resistance level right around here. If we're able to break out of this level, boom, then the next move is coming all the way up to 14,500. If we don't get a breakout, what are we looking at? There's two things can happen. We can get tech just moving sideways at resistance here until it's able to break out, or we can get tech rolling over. But based on the close that we had on Friday, guys, this was just a very, very strong candle inside of resistance, all right, or at a resistance level. So based on that strong close on Friday, I'm anticipating that we will get a breakout on the NDX, NASDAQ, and we will be looking to make a new all-time high somewhere up into the 14,000 levels. All right, so let's watch out for that. I'm still long tech. There's some phenomenal opportunities that we had when the overall sector was in this inverse head and shoulders pattern, guys. For example, I'll look at those later on, but you know, the Nvidias, the Amazons, the Twilios of the world, guys, the Apple, the QCOM, those stocks had a very, very nice low risk level to take a trade and just ride the trade up as in addition to the sector moving up. Those stocks were moving you know, parallel to the sector overall, which means that, you know, you're in line with the way the sector is moving. So it was just a great time to exercise some trades and just wait, and those trades have paid off tremendously. They're still paying off right now. So let's see if we get a breakout and get some of these things continue moving higher. Okay, next thing that I want to look at, guys, is the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the DJIA. Guys, we're still very, very strong. The market is booming. Last session we saw this area where the DJIA Dow was building a bull flag at resistance, and we knew that as long as we don't get a rejection at the resistance and we get a pattern like this, that's just a pattern building momentum to break out. And we can see, boom, bull flag breakout, and then we build another bull flag, and here we are breaking out of that one on Friday. So based on the way the market moved on Friday, I'm still very cautious, you know, with the S&P 500, with the Dow Jones Industrial Average, because as you can see, we're hitting our head into the resistance level right here right now. The market has run up very nicely. So what can happen is we can still get a breakout on the Dow Jones and we continue to move parabolic, or the trend just continue to stretch to the upside. All right, so that's what I'm really looking at for the Dow Jones Industrial Average. However, I do feel like there's some tech stocks that has not, you know, run up like the overall market has. For example, a QCOM, which came down to the 200 SMA, boom, we got a double tap, boom, we pop up. Guys, if you don't understand patterns, you're doing yourself a disservice. So we got a double tap off the 200 SMA, and here we are building a bull flag. So typically when we see a pattern like this, which is called a W pattern with a continuation of a bull flag, that is a double bullish pattern, guys. So right here, right now, you know, if you don't own any QCOM, go and look at the chart. QCOM first profit target from where it's at right now, 140. First profit target is gonna be 150, and then the second profit target is gonna be 165. From where it's at right here, that's maximum 25 points upside. All right. Another one that we can also look at is, let's put it on here real quick. AAPL, Apple. Guys, Apple is doing phenomenal. You know, we're still long Apple. Our target for this is 145. Where is it? It's trading at 133 right here. What we saw on this, which I'm pretty sure I had an older video where I was talking about, you know, this was the time to buy some Apple, guys. Stock came down, built a very, very strong horizontal base around 120. It just could not break 120, and then we started to get the turn. Price popped back above the 50 EMA, so 125 was an ideal place to take an entry if you weren't confident enough to get in down here. And here we are, we're already up around 8 points. All right, so when we get into the 135s to the 145 level, that's where I'd start looking to take some of this thing off. All right, so guys, one more thing I want to look at is, let's look at the IWM, which is, this is small cap stocks. This thing is not doing anything. That's why, you know, I'm not a big fan of small cap stocks, because they just take forever to move. I'm technically more interested in trading, you know, NASDAQ shares or S&P 500 stocks, because they move a lot faster, and you know, I can be in and out of the trades very fast. One more thing I want to show you guys is the VIX. This one is for the NASDAQ, and when we look at the overall thing, guys, we can see pretty much that the support level has been broken, which I talked about this in the last video. All right, so this was the support after we popped out on the crazy COVID situation. Boom, we had a very nice strong support around 25 last week. We broke down below that level, and here we are building another bear flag that is looking to take us down to 17. So on the, you know, $ VXN, this is the volatility indicator for the NASDAQ. It is continuing to drop. This means that the NASDAQ as well as the overall market can continue to move to the upside. All right, so what I'm imploring you to do is, if you're in stocks that has already been making all-time highs, you know, lock in some profit, cut down on the positions, and start rolling over into some stocks that have not, you know, fully participate with the overall market. Because typically what happens, if we get a rollover or a rotation inside this market, we're going to be rotating from stuff that has make a all-time high, and we're going to be looking for the laggers to ride those laggers to the upside. All right, guys, so hey, if you did find some value inside this video, you know, hit that thumbs up. Throw your comments down below if there's anything that you want us to talk about down there. And guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.